Guys, welcome along, it's Hector here, and in this video we will be discussing and demonstrating conditional statements, which means that we can have certain bits of code only running under certain conditions. So let's get cracking. We'll start by creating a new file and saving it as if.py, that'll do. Now what we're going to do in this program is ask for a password and then give different messages depending on what is entered. Superb. Right, so let's start by just asking for a password. Please enter password. Right, so the first keyword to consider is if, very nice and short, and we follow up the word if by a Boolean expression, which, as in the last video we saw, is something that evaluates to either true or false. Now let's test for an exact match, so remember that's the double equals, that's the equality operator. And we'll search for the string. Now I'm going to pick something from an article in Security Magazine, the top 100 worst passwords of 2018. Let's have a look at some of these. I fancy monkey. So if password equals monkey, and I'm just going to put everything in lowercase for simplicity's sake. Now this is going to be the first time we have seen what is called a code block. Now that is a section of code that is executed together, and they don't just appear in if statements, but this is our first example. Now you tell Python that a code block is imminent by using the colon, which is that symbol. And I think on most keyboards it's towards the right hand side, just a couple to the left of the enter key. I'm sure you can find it. Now, crucial thing about Python, and also this is the first time we'll be seeing this, is that it is white space sensitive. Now that means that indentation matters. Now, good thing about these text editors is if we do colon and then hit enter, it will automatically indent. Now in this case it is 4 spaces or 1 tab, which is equal to 4 spaces in my case. Now things will work with other setups as long as there is some indentation, but I think I'm right in saying that 4 spaces is the recommendation by Guido van Rossum, but I don't know, I don't have any reliable statistics on how many people use 4 spaces versus 2 spaces or some other kind of setup, but there has to be some level of indentation. So if the password entered is monkey, let's just print, so let's pretend this is my password. Damn you, caps lock, and let's just say welcome along Hector. That's me, of course. Right, and let's just run the program here. So let's remember password is monkey. So let's run the program. Python if.py. So it's asking for the password, and let's put in monkey, and it says welcome along Hector. And just to show you, if we put anything else, we get absolutely nothing. Now we're obviously not just restricted to one line of code in the code block, we can put as many as we want. So just to show that, that's a good shortcut if you haven't come across this. Control Shift and D, I suppose D for duplicate, you can replicate the next the same line of code on following lines. Now I'm going to show you something else about the print statement that I haven't yet shown, but it is quite useful in some cases. is you can use the multiplication operator and you can multiply the string as many times as you like. So let's just do it 100 times here and another 100 times here. Slight overkill, but let's just see what we get. So again, let's put in monkey and we get welcome Hector, an alarming number of times on the screen. Right. Now, it's not great that we just don't get any response if we put in a different password. So we can add to our code here. Now, we need to outdent. Voila. Just bring us back to the same level as the left-hand side of the screen. So we're no longer in the if code block. And this word else, we can use as kind of a catch-all. So literally anything other than monkey entered in the prompt is going to give this. So let's just say I don't. Now I need to be careful with our quotes here. I don't know you. A bit snooty, but that's fine. And yeah, that's fine. So let's just test this out. So let's just enter in random gibberish. And it says I don't know you. And of course, it still works if we enter monkey. Okay, now I'll just finish this video off, I think, by showing you elif. Now, what elif is, it goes between the if and the else, and it tests another condition, and then it'll run that if this condition is true. So we put elif, and then we have to put another condition. So let's say if the password equals ABC123, that's a good one. And remember our colon again to tell that a code block is imminent. And this time we'll say hi Shagura. It's one of my best friends. And I think we'll just leave it at that. So just to run through this program, so we're getting an input asking for a password. Now it always tests this first, and if this is true then this code block runs, and then that's it, nothing else runs. If it tests this and it's false, it then moves on and tests this. And if both the if and the elif are false, then the else is going to run. But just to hammer this home, one and only one of these three blocks, so either this block, or this block is going to run. Never more than one of the blocks, and they are tested from top to bottom. Now you can have as many elifs as you want, so we could add on and on. We've got 1 million passwords, we could have 1 million lines of code in between here, but we're obviously not going to do that. So let's just run this one more time, and let's test the, what was it again? I've forgotten already. Was it ABC123? Yep, it was that. And I won't go through everything again, but let's just get the I don't know you to run again. Okay, so that's going to wrap it up for this video. You're more than welcome to ask any questions in the comments, and I'll get round to answering those. So I look forward to you joining me in the next video, where we will be talking about, believe it or not, something else. Have a great day. Thanks a lot. Bye bye now.